The impact of Hurricane Ian. It's affecting the livelihood of so many people in Florida right now, including our nation's food suppliers. You know, a lot of those crops were flooded and completely lost during the storm. And the impact has particularly now hit citrus growers hard. In fact, the hurricane's path hit about 375,000 acres of citrus groves across the Sunshine State. According to this study from the University of Florida's Institute and Food and Agricultural Sciences, that's where we're getting those numbers. And we want to know what it's going to mean for the citrus industry. Matt Joyner is head of Florida Citrus Mutual. He's joining me now from Bartow, Florida, with more. So, Matt, I know it's probably too early to summarize the full extent of the damages from Hurricane Ian, but it looks like Ian did quite a number of, to the citrus groves across the Sunshine State. So do we even have an idea now of how much was destroyed and how devastating this is going to be for you?
You know, Kara, we're early in the assessment phase of this. In a lot of instances, along with the significant wind event, this was a big water event for our industry. And so while the storm certainly blazed a path through many of the largest citrus producing counties in the state of Florida, in some instances, we're still having a hard time getting out to assess damage in the groves where standing water or bridges or roads have been washed out. But we know that looking at the fruit on the ground and a lot of the standing water that we're seeing around our trees, this is going to be an impact to our industry, no doubt about it.
So as we just look at the crops underwater here and the pictures that you have sent in to us, is this going to mean a rise in citrus prices, number one, nationwide? And what does this mean as I look at the beautiful painting behind you there? I mean, we depend on getting your oranges, especially my kids, you know, at the grocery store on a regular basis. So just put into perspective what that's going to mean for all of us consumers that, you know, really want a piece of Florida.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We're going to have a depressed crop this year as a result of this storm, but our season is just kicking off here in the next couple of months. And we know that on the early varieties where we have a lot of fruit on the ground, that's going to have an impact on us. But certainly our growers are no strangers to, unfortunately, hurricanes, freezes, pest and disease, and they're a resilient bunch. We've got a long season ahead of us, and we're going to continue to produce the oranges that Florida is known for.
Well, let's just go back to 2017 for a minute, Matt, and Hurricane Irma. I know it inflicted damage on about 420,000 acres of citrus groves there, resulting in $760 million in immediate damages to your industry. Have those areas even fully recovered yet from Irma?
You know, in a lot of instances, they have not fully recovered. With a tree crop, as you can imagine, the stress on trees, a lot of the trees that had to be replaced, it takes 5 years to get them back up into productivity. And so we were really only just turning the corner from Irma and seeing the industry start to regain its footing as this storm came across.
And, you know, we talk a lot about your citrus industry. I mean, it generates billions of dollars in annual economic impact, and it supports thousands and thousands of jobs for Florida families. So has Ian hurt your workers to the point where you're going to need additional support? And what exactly can you do, can we all do to help them?
Well, no doubt we're going to need support to rebuild this industry. And we know that our growers are ready to reinvest. And we've had state and local officials reaching out to see what they can do to be helpful to us. This is a $6.8 billion industry for the state of Florida that, as you pointed out, employs tens of thousands of people and mostly in the rural communities throughout the state that many people don't even think of when they think of Florida. And so we know that the economic impact of this will be significant to the state. And so we certainly intend upon picking up the pieces and moving forward. And we have all the confidence in the world that this industry will recover and come back strong.
You can depend on all of us to keep buying as well. Matt Joyner, let's stay in touch. Head of Florida Citrus Mutual. Appreciate you. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.